Can't fault the batsman for the shot that he played there because it was front of the hand delivery. Normally those come straight off the pitch. Should be a couple of runs. I must confess, a little surprised that Chahal has got that much turn in the last two balls.
Always spins here. Edgbaston, I've never come here where it hasn't spun a little bit. It's just that sort of soil. It just may not spin as much as the previous game, but it always just grips a fraction at Edgbaston.
Seven runs from that over. 6 overs gone. It's 35 for no wicket.
Beyond the boundary to lane.
Against England, no expectation. Against South Africa, high expectations.
All these ifs, you know, if a positive if again, you join us this week on Sunday at 7:30 p.m. on Rupawani for Beyond the Boundary.
Just a couple of overs for Jasprit Bumrah before a change of ends for him, replacing Mohammad Shami. Thought Shami was outstanding with the new ball. Didn't have a lot of luck. There were two inside edges from Bairstow that went down to fine leg for 4. Now Bumrah replaces him.
Probably the right end for Bumrah. The wind's blowing from his left to the right.
Well, Jason Roy didn't take long to show today what they've missed from Jason Roy's first over from Shami. Drove and cut a 4 and played so well earlier in the tournament against Bangladesh at Cardiff. They really missed him when he pulled his hamstring against West Indies at Southampton.
Very good running. And what he does as well is he's such a positive batsman. He has a tremendous effect on Johnny Bairstow at the other end. He's just 11 of 11 so far. That's very good running. They've played well together as well, both Bairstow and Roy, for a long period of time, so that helps.
Yeah, 8 partnerships of 100 or more for Bairstow and Roy, and you're absolutely right. In combination, they're much stronger than when they're on their own at the top of the order. When Bairstow was with Vince, he was a lesser player. Just taking a moment here, Jason Roy, who was hit on the glove there by Bumrah.
It's the right end for Bumrah. Looking to bring the ball back into the right-hander.
It's a terrific matchup, these two. Talked about the strength of Bairstow and Roy together, and they rattle along at about 7 and over as a partnership. But Bumrah and Shami in this World Cup so far, in the opening power play, first 10 overs, are only going at 3.8 runs an over, and that's better by a run per over than any other team. England the next best at 4.8. So those two have been outstanding, and it is such an excellent matchup between these two at the top of the order for England and 2 excellent new ball bowlers for India.
Bit unlucky.
That angle again from wide of the crease. That's where Bumrah causes problems for right-handers, of which obviously there are two at the crease. The fact that he comes from quite wide, and you're never quite sure whether it's going to keep coming in as it did there, or whether he'll strain it up to the slips, which he can do, and which he did a lot in the Test series last summer, and he caused Joe Root in particular huge problems. That's why Kohli would hope for an early wicket, so Bumrah can have an early go at Root. .37 for none.
And also what it does is it doesn't give them any width. Both Bairstow and Roy look to free. Just a bit of attention to Jason Roy.
Well, start of the tournament, the statistics from ICC for this match were that 55% of tickets sold had been sold to India supporters. I reckon that's an underestimation, Saurav, from what I've seen in the ground today.
Well, I will be hoping to stick to that because there's still a few open spaces we can see on the ground. And
I think it's partly the flags, isn't it, and the colour of the blue and the gold. It almost gives you the impression that there are far more Indian supporters in the ground than English, but they're certainly in the majority today. Chahal then, who's just bowled a one over so far. There's a hint of turn for him in that first over, and on a couple of occasions from Shami we saw the ball die off the pitch. So whilst it looks a good surface, not necessarily a perfect one for batting.
over the years I've seen the surface turn. India in 2013 winning the Champions Trophy here, and the wicket spun a long way right throughout the tournament. They used surfaces, a few matches have been played, and it did turn for Chahal because it was still a new ball.
You have to remind us of that Champions Trophy. It's a bit early in the day for that, Saurav.
Yeah, just reminding you of
jab into the ribs.
Reminding you of the surface, Athers, more than the results, because I thought England should have won that game that afternoon in Birmingham. There's a lot of rain, and they were cruising till Ishant Sharma came and got a few wickets. The record in Birmingham has been very good, England, in winning the last 9 games they've played here. But overall, in the World Cup, they've never beaten India since '92, Michael.
That's another jab into the ribs. It's too soon in the day, Saurav. I've got a long time to get you back.
Yeah, it is too soon in the day, I agree, and I don't believe in the past. It's been a good toss for England, good toss to win and back first.
Slipped to short extra cover.
No Moeen Ali for England in this game, maybe because of the short boundaries on the left of Jason Roy. But this pitch will definitely assist the spinners. Great shot. The previous delivery made this shot possible. He used his feet to Chahal the previous ball, and this time on the back.